Holy fucking shit, my subscribers have more than quadrupled since my last financial update. That is crazy. Yo, just got another subscriber, let's go. It is Saturday, October 4th, 2025. There's a whole lot of new people to the channel, so for those of you that are new and actually want to know what I do on this channel, basically about maximizing our net worth, and we're going through this journey together. So why are we doing this? Basically to allow us to do what we want, where we want, when we want, and also to give us freedom of time. How are we going to do that? We'll use our fucking brains, make deterministic approaches to the decisions that we're making with our money and our time. How the hell am I qualified? Well, I'm actually a PhD in physics, which sounds crazy to say. Previously an MRI researcher, and now I work at a nuclear power plant as a reactor physicist. So I have some analytical knowledge, some math knowledge, relatively no money knowledge, but I'd like to think that I am a little bit strategic with what I do with my money, at least a little bit more than average. So one really essential element of this channel is just use math, analysis, statistics to just determine what is the best option for us to make money. You want to have flexibility to do what you want with the time that you have. Time is really the most precious element to one's life, more than money, but you kind of need money in order to do what you want with your time. So that's part of this AI prediction software that I've made that kind of blew the fuck up, which is sick. I'm just going to make incremental progress on that, which I'm currently working on right now based on your guys' feedback, and just incrementally improve it. We're going to take that methodology and just apply it to our whole lives. How can we make small decisions over and over and over, which are statistically the best decisions for us, and compounding that over time, we're going to end up in a really good spot. So yeah, I have a shit ton of student debt, $117,000 right now. It's going to take me a long time to pay off, but I'm trying to be really net worth focused. So this week, my net worth is minus $44,000. We've lost $182 this week. We didn't get paid, so this is basically just groceries and gas. At the beginning of the year, we were at minus $63,000, so we're actually on track to right now pay off about $26,000 in 1 year of work. I started my job, my first job after my PhD, about 8 months ago, and then we've just been dumping money into the stock market and trying to save up as much as we can, paying off our loans as slowly as possible. I actually have a video that I've talked about previously on exactly why it's more beneficial to be putting money into the stock market rather than paying off student loans, especially since my student loans have 0% interest. And good news, I actually got a pay raise this week. So I usually get paid about $1,944 on my bi-weekly paycheck, so that's like all after tax and everything. So that amounts to about $50,000 every single year in post-tax, post-deductions income. But it's since then been changed to $2,085, so that's about $4,000 more each year, and I get about $2,413 each year in dividends, and that's passive income. So right now my post-tax income is about $56,000. I go through and I look at all my essentials. I'm paying $622 every month for my student loan, you know, groceries, eating out, subscriptions, other bullshit like that, right? And then I take all my money and I just put it into, right now, my retirement account, my wedding account, FHSA, and my rainy day fund. And this is an amount per month, and then I'm looking at my bi-weekly allocation. So this is every 2 weeks, this is where my money's going. And right now, about 18% of my money is being used to actually increase my net worth, whether that means being put into stocks or certain savings accounts or paying back my student loans. Now, this pay raise probably seems a little bit small because it's going from, you know, like $1,944 to just a little bit over $2,000. But if we're to look at the before and after, my monthly sort of leftover money that I can allocate is changing by about $300, roughly, maybe a little bit less than that, which is good. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. So here's the strategic plan over the coming year, and get ready for this. You're really not going to like it. I have a wedding I need to save for, maybe like $6,000, and I'm pretty much the breadwinner of the two of us, myself and my fiance, so it really does rely on just me. So once I pay off my credit card, which right now is about minus $5,000, I'm gonna funnel all my free cash into the wedding fund. So this is about $835 per month that I have right now that I can allocate towards this. But it's probably a lot more than that I can allocate over time because I get overtime through work, and I also expect to get another pay raise in January of about 8%. So $6,000 divided by 835, that's about 7 months. So it's gonna take me 7 months to save up that $6,000 for my wedding. So conservatively, I could say that, you know, in 7 months, we'll have enough money for the wedding. And once the money is saved up, I begin to purely focus on investing and increasing my net worth. And it might seem like, okay, well, that's a lot of money for a wedding. Well, first of all, weddings are really expensive. Secondly, why would you put money into just the wedding? Why don't you sort of split it? Investing now is better than investing later. Well, firstly, it's only 7 months, okay? And once all this money is saved up, I can just purely focus on investing. As you can see right now, I have some allocation towards my wedding, but it's just really slow. And once we're married, it gives my ADHD brain a lot more flexibility to think about job-related things. Now, I don't want to be too specific specific here, but I mean flexibility as in like moving, let's say, right? You can't really do that when you're planning a wedding because yeah, I get paid pretty well right now. I get paid okay, especially for my location, but the best way to get pay raises really is just to get another job entirely. So that kind of relies on moving. I'm not saying that will happen, but just sort of throwing it out there. Also, we spent a lot of money vacationing to France. Oh, 5,000 in credit card. Oh God. Now, for example, and this is just throwing it out there, and this will not happen because the videos I make are a little bit shit, but let's say that my videos blow up and I'm like a cracked YouTuber now. It's a lot harder to just get up and go anywhere with my fiance if we're in the middle of planning a fucking wedding. Anyways, that's a bit of a tangent. My finances are okay. Things are really slow. Life is hard, but we're getting through it. Net worth is increasing right now, which is good. Obviously, I'd like to save a lot more, but I could just be like purely focused on saving money. But then I'm not traveling, I'm not doing anything for fucking 15 years because that's how long it's gonna take to pay off my student loans. So I'd like to have a balance between investing and doing the things I care about in life and also traveling. Anyway, so that's the update for you guys. I'm gonna keep you locked the fuck in on where my finances are. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next week.